In this video we take a closer look at an upgrade to the cycling infrastructure on a rural road, the N625 from Lithoijen to Os in the province of Noord-Brabant. Before the upgrade there were separate one-way cycle tracks on either side of the road. However, these paths were only 1.5 meters wide, meaning cyclists couldn't ride side by side, and even overtaking a single cyclist was challenging. In the updated situation, a new two-way cycle path has been constructed on the southwest side of the road. This path is now 4 meters wide, providing plenty of space for cyclists to ride side by side while still allowing others to overtake safely. Let's take a look at the full route, comparing the before and after footage side by side. We start at the roundabout in Lithoijen and head southeast towards Os. The section on the roundabout was already designed for two-way cycling, but now this has been extended all the way to Os, a distance of approximately 2.6 kilometers or 1.6 miles. The new cycle track is made of concrete that was poured on site. While the old track was also concrete, its joints were noticeably rougher compared to the smoother modern finish of the new path. The landscape here is open and empty, making it difficult to spot differences between the two time periods. However, details like the row of trees in the background confirm that this is indeed the exact same location. The before footage was recorded in May 2022, while the after footage is from October 2024. Previously, passing a pedestrian or runner in the narrow path would have been quite difficult, but on the new path there is ample space to do so safely. Not only is the new path much wider, but it has also been positioned further away from motor traffic, improving both safety and comfort. At this side street crossing, the right-of-way for cyclists is now much clearer. People using the cycle path have priority over both turning vehicles and traffic coming from the side street, but in the new situation that is much clearer. Here there used to be a bus stop that forced the cycle path to swerve around it. Due to space constraints, the bus stop has been relocated. This is the new bus stop. Thanks to the increased distance between the road and the cycle path, cyclists now travel in a straight line, no longer needing to go around the stop. With so few landmarks in this flat open landscape, the only clues confirming that we are in the same location in both the before and after footage are the occasional field entrances and traffic signs, like the one on the left here. Even if a group of people stops on the path for any reason, there's now enough space to pass them comfortably, something that would have been much trickier in the old situation. As we approach this bridge, we see that it did not need to be reconstructed. Instead, the path shifts slightly closer to the road so that it fits within the existing bridge structure. Clear traces of the old path's markings can still be seen in the new layout. After crossing the bridge, the path curves back to its new position, further away from moving traffic. The buildings on the right remain unchanged, as do the occasional trees on either side of the road. The lampposts are in their original positions, though they appear to have been replaced with slightly different models. There's very little variation in the landscape. However, clearly visible here is that a row of trees was removed. A temporary fence now surrounds a construction site. Hopefully some greenery will return once the work is completed. Previously, the cycle path curved away from the road at this intersection to make the crossing safer. In the new situation, this detour is no longer necessary. This bus stop remains in the same place, along with its bench, rubbish bin and bicycle parking racks. In the before footage, a woman on an e-bike overtakes me here. On the wider new path, she would have had much more room to pass. Further ahead, the new path shifts slightly closer to the road to accommodate the house on the right. As we approach the edge of Os, space constraints mean that the bicycle path can no longer remain as far from the roadway. Fortunately, all existing trees have been preserved, as well as the hedge on the right. Even the ditch between the path and the hedge appears unchanged. The roundabout at the end of this project has undergone significant modifications to facilitate two-way cycling along part of it. From this point onwards, the cycle path returns to a one-way layout on either side of the road, continuing further into the center of Os.